What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on trading with GM. Now today we're going to be talking about model development and how you can build your own plan to then take to the markets and become profitable. And if you guys like this video, do make sure to like, comment and subscribe below. So first things first, we want to look at what a trading plan really is. And what we're looking at when we are looking at our trading plan is simply a set of parameters that we want to have when we want to enter our trades. This can include entry criteria, this can include a certain set of rules that we need to actually get into the trade. Now, a lot of people, they come into trading and they tend to skip this step, and it's usually the most crucial part of anybody's trading. When you come in, you want to focus on your plan and build your plan however long it takes to then become profitable. However, most people fail to do this. Most traders come into the market expecting to make money instantly, and they come in just expecting to press buy or sell, and they can come out of the market a millionaire by the end of the day. But this shouldn't be skipped. One thing as a new trader you should be focusing on is your trading plan. This is going to make sure you have an edge within the market and to come out on top. But without further ado, let's go to the laptop and let's just mark out a few of these things and build a small plan. Now, this is all hypothetical and won't be used in the real market. However, it will give you guys an idea of how you should be building your plans. So guys, here I have a set list of rules, the risk we want to use and our entry criteria. Now, what you guys will need to do is you'll have to go away and think of these rules and what you want to apply to the market. This will need a bit of testing. This is where finding tendencies, which you can look at another video on the YouTube channel to find, but you'll be using tendencies and you'll be asking the market questions just to find out what sort of rules that you should be applying. Now, once you do have the rules, you'll then go to the market. But firstly, you want to think about your risk and your entry criteria. Now, the risk here, we have 1% on the first trades to gain a buffer. And once we have that buffer, we want to increase risk to 1.5%. That is until we start to take losses, then we'll bring it back down to 1%. However, if we lose more than 3 trades in a row, then I want to cut risk to 0.5%. And this is just ensuring the longevity of the model and making sure that we can trade at all times and make sure that we are covered on all ends. Then we have our entry criteria, which this will be used as more of an idea of how to get into our trade. We may see that we have the 15M trend, we may see that we've entered into the 15-minute point, we have a 1-minute BOS, and we want the entry after the pullback into the 1-minute leg. However, how are we going to be getting into this trade? And in this case, I want a BOS after we have the 1-minute pullback. So we have the 1-minute pullback, and then I want a engulfing candle. So I want on the 1 minute just to find an engulfing candle to prove that the bulls are actually coming into the market and we may actually start moving in that direction. Now, if price does continue, now this isn't necessarily entry criteria. However, if I do miss these 2 rules here and price continues without me, then I do not want to FOMO in. And this may be something that you have in your plan at the start that you may take out at a future date because you just know this in the back of your mind. So now let's move over to the charts where I've actually found a small trade that follows every single one of these rules here. We have a 15-minute trend, 15-minute POI for the continuation trade, a 1-minute BOS and a pullback into the 1-minute leg for entry. We have our engulfing candle and we are all set. So let's go to the charts here. Now here we can see we have our 15-minute trend to the downside, and we can see that very clearly from now, this bearish trend. We can see we've had 1 leg down, we've had our 2nd leg down, so now we know we are in that continuous trend to the downside. Now as we move down, we can see that we have this very, very clear point, the last upside movement before we have that move to the downside, which is what I'm looking at as the point for the 15-minute leg. So as price comes up and approaches and taps into this point here, I then want to analyze the market. I want to watch and see what happens from this point on. So after we tap in, we see we have our initial reaction. However, it wasn't an engulfing candle and we haven't had our 1-minute flip just yet. However, we move down and we create our 1-minute flip to the downside here. However, we do not have any specific entry to the left here. We can see that we've had this 2nd spike down. However, we didn't have a true break of structure. So we wait for price to pull back up and to tap into one of these legs here to see if we get any form of reaction. Now, as we tap into this, we can see the bulls are quite weak in moving price up. We can see the bears are a lot stronger to the left than the bulls are to the right, bringing price up. And shortly after this, we have our engulfing candle form. Now this is showing that we've had a reaction off of something to the left, and we may actually move to the downside. So as price pulls back up, we get into the entry there, and then price ends up moving all the way to the downside, all the way to TP. Now, this was a very simple set list of rules, mainly consisting of a 15-minute continuation and a 1-minute flip. When you guys build your models, it will be a lot more concise, and you'll be looking into how to actually develop your model a lot more detailed than this, a lot more refined. And in the end, you will find it will have a lot more rules, a lot more entry confirmations, and a lot more reasons to maybe avoid a trade. But guys, that is everything for the trade breakdown. If you guys do have any more questions on model development, or maybe need that little bit of help, then do head over to our free Discord below, and we will be there to help you. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed that video on model development and building your plan, and I do hope that you can take something from this and you can go and build your own plan. Now, if you did like this video, do make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below, and I will see you on the next one.